Hey YouTubers, Redneck Brian here. Okay, this is what I could not show yesterday when I did the video. This is what I actually had to do to get these bolts out. These are the other two bolts. I actually had to cut the block right here on the edge and then squeeze the bolt together, and it came out that way. That's what I could not show, so what I'm going to work on now is patching each corner of the block. This just this corner here and this corner back here. Just got to patch that. I've noticed a little bit of an oil leak there, but it doesn't leak when it's sitting up, so I think it's just because the engine's upside down. So I'll patch up this corner as well. This one's a little bit worse. And then what I'm going to do is refill in some of the stuff back in here with JB Weld, and in here, and then I'm going to fix up this slit right there with some JB Weld. So that's what I'm working on right now. And then we'll give this a couple days to set, and while I'm doing that, we'll work on getting the rest of the mower stuff stripped off this. And I had a question. Someone asked me, why don't I videotape while I'm working? Because it'd be too many little bits, and if I have to go off and do something else, which I most of the time do have to when I'm working on something, that's why I don't do it. I just show as I'm working on it and what progress I have made. So yeah, so that's the answer to that question. And that's pretty much it. And I've cleaned up the block a little bit with the wire wheel. It did clean up pretty good. And I got some engine degreaser. I'm going to clean the engine with that. And that's pretty much it. So I did not have it sitting like this all night. Like I said, I had it upright. But I obviously have to keep it like this now for a couple days so I can get this done and get this finished up. Also, I got the second collar from the other engine. It came off, surprisingly. Didn't even have to pound it off, actually just found it in there, it slipped off. And right in the middle, that's where my new pulley is going to go. So I'll keep this collar here, pulley, and then I'll have the other collar here just to make up some of the distance. And this is the bolt from the other engine as well. So that's going to work out pretty good, and it should keep that pulley relatively centered. I'm hopefully going out in a little bit and getting a new dry belt for this. I need I think it's a 52 inch. So I don't think I got one in my stockpile either. Okay, this is what I'm working on now. I'm working on the front bumper for the tractor. I figured perfect time to do it. The engine's out, so I can weld it on without worrying about the engine and worrying about gas igniting. So this is what I've done. I'm just going to show you before I weld it. These used to have like a beveled edge, like a angled edge right here. So I cut them both back on each side. I could have just cut out the top and slipped it in. I probably should have, but who really cares? I don't care at all. So anyways, I cut it back. I'm just going to weld it here, and I'm going to weld it here, and on the other side, and on the other side, and down in here, weld it, and then the same on this side. But I got to, what I'm working on right now is making it nice and straight. Let me see if I can see the pieces that came out right here. That's one of them that came out. So if I would have cut it down, it probably wouldn't have looked that good anyway, so I figured just cut it off straight. No big deal. So that's what I'm working on. Nice strong bumper mount. And the engine, let me show you what I got accomplished on it. It's done. Got this corner all straightened out right here, as you can see. And got that corner over there straightened out as well. It's got the bolts in the other two bolt holes just for now. I'm not putting that in for about another two or 3 days. I do got the new belt for it. It's a 52-inch belt. I'd go to TSC and get that. Crappy tire did not have one, so I went to TSC, picked up the belt, and this is ready to go. I do not have the belt yet for the back. That will be eventually. I will do the pulley swap, but I got to take off all this again and pull out the gas tank to be able to do the pulley swap on the back. If I do it, I want to try it out first with just the front pulley swap. So I got some stuff moved. Just about ready to weld this on. I'll make sure it's nice and straight. That pair of vice grips is my neighbor's. That one there is mine. I do have a pair of welding vice grips, but I have absolutely no idea where they are. And one other thing I'm going to have to do is just drill it here and drill it here for my hood. And the muffler will fit back there. There's plenty of room for the muffler. And I think that actually gives us a little bit better look than what was on here. That's what was on here, was just the grate. I don't think it will be too bad for heat. It should be okay, considering I'm going to put duals on this anyways. Bumper is done. As you can see, putting quite a bit of weight on it. It's not going anywhere. I just returned my neighbor's vice grips. There's mine. So what I did was I welded it near my vice grips, and then I swapped them sides. Didn't want to get his all welded on. But I welded it all in here. Got really good penetration, metal to metal. And same on this side. It's all done. All these are done up here and on here and around the corners. So it's done. Imagine you could probably jump on this. Yep. All my weight's on my bumper. Perfect. My welding helmet kept on falling down there. So I had all my weight on here and right here. So it's good. I'm happy. I'm going to cut off this piece and this piece. Just keep it nice and flat. But my grinder is starting to take a shit, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it or not. It's Mastercraft. It's a piece of shit, really. But I just want to show you guys a little bit of the update. I'm just about done for the day. It's starting to get dark out here. I don't know if you can tell. The video, it's a little bit lighter in the video. And yeah, so I'm done. If you remember, right here, and right here is where the Craftsman hood used to mount. I think it mounted here, 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 and there was a spot over here. Probably, I thought there was one. I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, so actually it fit pretty good. I lined it up perfectly. I had equal amount on this side and on this side, and then we squared up the front bumper, and I got a second opinion on it, and I welded it in. So pretty good. Nothing caught fire. And we're good to go. So I'm just going to cut that off and the other side off. It did run a little bit long in here, but shouldn't be an issue. Let me grab the muffler. Oh, muffler fits. I believe that went underneath, but I don't care. This isn't staying on there for very long anyways. I can just hold on from the engine side. I don't really care. I'll probably just cut this off anyways. What I have to modify. Actually, maybe not. This is the stock. That's the stock guard for the engine, for the pulley on the engine. But if you remember, I modified it. I might have to cut this, and this out, or pound them down. Probably cutting would be easiest, just so it will fit around. And then these two here should line up with the new pulley. I'm just thinking about that right now, and that should keep the new belt on the pulley pretty good, I think. Next step on this is to cut out the mower raise and lower, and I want to do the battery box as well. Battery charger's hooked to the battery, but it ain't plugged in. Yeah, because I needed the power for something else, and that's pretty much it. So my bumper turned out pretty good. Pulling on it, it's solid. It'll work if I ever get stuck on this. If I ever take it off-roading, or in general, it'll pull it out. Pretty good, pretty decent welds, I think. What I did was I did the swirl technique, and then you, as you're welding, you swirl the tip. Here, I'll show you with this. As you're doing it, because there's a bit of a gap in there, so as I was swirling it like this, just get penetration between the two pieces, and you do it out as obviously while it's feeding the wire with the button on, and it welded in a lot better. And I think that's pretty much it for now for this video, and talk to everyone later. Bye for now.